Good evening, guys, and welcome to Wednesday's Division 3 tier. This week we're in Baku. We've had a few races this week in Baku. The highest amount of safety cars we've had so far this week is 7, and that was, oh, was it? Yeah, it was 6 or 7 in the Monday tier. Let's hope Division 3 don't live up to that. I'm hoping for, I don't even want a safety car today. As you can see, until someone leaves the pit, my view is of a big green board. But there is a Ferrari leaving the pit right now. So we'll get on track in a second. We'll just quickly, where is it? Let's go Cheetah. Let's quickly have a look at the tables then. Go Cheetah's ran straight off into the run-off zone at turn 1. That's not a great way to start your qualifying. But Jay Hobson leads the championship. He's on 108 points. He has doubled the DJ Twigs, who is in 3rd. Hilly, I don't know if he's still racing with us. Go Cheetah's in 4th. That midfield battle actually between Twigs, Go Cheetah, Mark, and Anubis and Destructive Jay. There's only 12 points between them all. That's gap between 2nd and 7th in the Drivers' Championship. And then we have a right midfield battle from 8th all the way down to 15th. It is 12 points separating them all. Now that's going to be a good battle to watch. That literally means if you can get a few points today or a really good result, you could literally jump half the field if you're one of the guys towards the bottom. Jay Parkin will still be looking to get his first points of this season. In terms of the constructors, the AlphaTauris lead by 28 points over the Mercedes team, with Red Bull and Ferrari both tied in 3rd place on 64, closely followed by the Alfa Romeos and the Aston Martins. The Alpines trying to catch up to the main pack, but the McLaren's, Haas and Williams team all lagging a bit behind, and I'll be hoping for a good run today. So let's get the track map out. There we go. So it's going to be Mark, I think, that's going to set the first lap of this qualifying session. This track has 2 really long straights. You will find you'll be able to run a low downforce on your front wings here. The corners are pretty much 90-degree angles and the straights are really long, but you have to find that balance too low. You won't get the turning that you would want into corners, and you end up losing time too high, and they'll just be overtaking you on the straight. So you've got to try and find that balance, that perfect balance. We've seen a few guys this week find that balance and got great results. So we're just watching Mark now. It's coming through sector 1, 35.9, alrightish time. That's the power down and not them in Mercedes. Hasn't had a few good results lately. You'll be hoping to bounce back as it comes across. You can put that curve quite a bit. There's he approaches the castle section. It's quite a technical track, to be fair. You can push extremely hard here, but you've got to be careful not to make a mistake. A little mistake here will be very costly. You either lose your front wing or you'll be losing tyres. Like I said, it's finding that balance really to get yourself around this track. You probably find that you might not have to be the quickest to win today. There will, I reckon, be DNFs and safety cars. We have seen a lot of them so far this week as we've raced around here. It's Mark now, and you can actually get a rough estimate of what type of wings people are running from the speed they go across the line. So we're just watching Mark now as he's powering down to the line. So 210 for Mark, so he's, I reckon that's quite a low setup. I was about to go Cheetah at 216, so there you can definitely tell that Go Cheetah's running lower wings than Mark at the moment. But as you can see, Mark has beat him on the hot lap by 2/10 here. That just shows you might have lower wings, but if you can get that, Go Cheetah might be losing time in the corners where Mark won't be. It's just trying to find that balance. I'll just put that to the leader. So the 2 Ferraris go 2nd and 3rd at the moment, Go Cheetah and Brashman. Twigs slots into 4th, Marty slots into 5th. Gaz obviously did not have the lap he would have wanted here. Down 3 seconds of Mark's time. Who's next across? I've got time. It's like, oh, as I switched to him. Is that Destructive Jay? No, that's Gaz. Gaz has DNFT has gone straight into the wall at turn 3. That's his qualifying done as Mickey slots into 8th. Got to fight a few cars up the top here. Nubis puts the Ferraris in a Mercedes sandwich by slotting himself into P4. There's 2 cars on a lap now. Cars started. Ooh. A lot of people running off into the runoff area of turn 1 here. As we just watched Daniel do it. As Brazen Damari in the Red Bull goes and slams it onto provisional pole on his first lap. 6 thousandths of a second quicker than Mark. Not much in it between them two then. Just going to see a few guys now will be coming back into the pit. They've done their first runs. Probably get 3 runs in here if you're good at getting around the track. Don't take too long to do your out lap and in lap. The tyres do heal quite quickly here as well. These people are pushing hard. Got 2 Hassies on a lap cone. On a lap as well. Right on board with K's, yeah. Dropped it to gear 1 through the castle. You don't want to drop it into gear 1 there. You want to go 3rd as you go into the castle section and drop it to 2nd at the top. That would be the best gears. Take that corner, but everyone to their own. And here we go, guys. He's pushing. I don't think this is going to be a great lap time from K's here. I'm going to keep on board with him there. We've got the 2 Hassies also pushing. As you see, everyone filing back into the pit lane that have done their laps. Let's have a look. Who's just jumped up there? Was that? So here comes Case. They want that time to do it. He's way down on the pace. His Case. He's 10 seconds down. Not a great lap from me. Oh, he's hit the barrier at turn 1 as well. Didn't slow the car down enough there. So now, how do I pronounce this name? Is it Promise? P-R-X-M-I-S-E? Is that Promise? As he goes, slots into 9th in his first race. FCVP. Trying to think of a name we can call. Oh, everyone's hitting that first corner barrier here after their hot lap. Not slowing the car down enough here by looks of it. It's hitting it quite hard. Jay Parkin 5.2 seconds down as well. So everyone has put a lap in except for Jay Hobson and Paul Foss here. Jay Hobson is your championship leader. But Daniel has set a purple sector through sector 1. He's now powering around sector 2. What Daniel can do here. Managing his throttle over there. He's not using his AER as much as I thought he would. There we go, it's kicking in now. Push, he's on that Red Bull. Can he join his teammate up towards the top of the... Oh, he's slid out there. So turn 1 and that turn there just before the sector turns, catching a few guys out. They're all hitting the barriers there. Just back off a little bit, brake a tiny bit earlier. So watch Daniel now pushing hard. He comes down now. What time is Daniel going to post? He's looking like he had a good lap there, to be fair. He comes to the line. Daniel's going to slot himself. Only P9. 1.5 seconds off the leaders there. That midfield battle actually from 5th down to 9th is looking quite close. Only 5 tenths between them. There's 5 tenths between the top 4. And we're going to jump on with the championship leader there, Jay Hobson, as he starts his first lap of this qualifying session. Championship leader, of course. Let's see what he can produce in that AlphaTauri. He's looking like he's definitely going to be getting promoted up to the next tier for next season, unless he has some sort of disaster in this half of the season, which I highly doubt he will. Some of the great form he's been showing. Let's see then what time is going to look like then. We're going to keep aboard with him for this lap. There's quite a few guys now going out for their second runs. As Twigs is retired, yellow flag at the end of sector 1, turn 3. As Jay Hobson then goes purple in that first sector. He is pushing on in that AlphaTauri. Through the cash section, there you go. What's it? Oh, he kept it in third all the way through. Good evening, David. How you doing? Evening, Jamie. How's your holiday, David? You having a good one? There's Jay Hobson pushing on then into this section. This is the section where people have been hitting that barrier on the exit. He keeps it nice and clean. This is looking like a fantastic lap from Jay Hobson. This is definitely going to rival the guys at the top. He's gone purple sector 1 and purple sector 2. So he's looking like he's going now, unless he has some sort of issue for this last section. He's going down to pole, right on board and top speed. He hits them as he crosses the line. .141.3 for Jay Hobson, 7 tenths quicker than P2 now. What a lap that was from Jay Hobson, and that means everyone's going to have to up the game a bit. It's way clearer out front actually. Second down to ninth, then split by a second here. As Brashman goes, puts it P2 in the 5 tenths there. At the moment, not a yellow flag stick popping. I think they're making mistakes here, there, and everywhere by the looks of it. Go Cheetah, is he going to improve? I don't think he is. I think he's going to go for a hot lap. No, it looked like he saved his ERS on that previous lap. So go Cheetah, getting the power down. Let's see what he can do. Got Mercedes coming to the line. That's going to be Anubis. Is he coming to the pit? He is indeed. Into the pit comes Anubis. Let's see where that car jumps to. No, that person did not improve. Let's keep my eye on Go Cheetah. He's not improving it that much. Here is Go Cheetah as he comes through. So he is. He's 2 tenths up his Go Cheetah. That would be good enough to only move him up 1 place then. So he's got to find a bit more time around the track. We've got 5 DNFs in qualifying now. And the latest one is in sector 3. A Haas and a Aston Martin there have come together by the looks of it in sector 3 at the start of that long straight. I wonder if something's happened between them two there. Let's go Cheetah now, absolutely nailing it. Is he improving through sector 2? He's 2 tenths up in the first. He's a whole second up now. Go Cheetah. Finding the pace. I know he's running low wings as we saw on his previous flying lap. He has managed to knock a second off his time at the moment. He's going to rival Jay Hobson at the top here. Got 4 minutes to go. He might just about have time to get back to the pit and go out and do another lap. But he crosses the line. He's not quick enough to beat Jay Hobson. 2 tenths back from him. The Ferraris take up second and third on the grid right now. But Jay Hobson keeps his lead at the top with 2 tenths as we go into the final 4 minutes. Most of the people on track are in the pit, so everyone will be getting ready for their final attempt at qualifying now. The Spanner 8 crosses the line, does not improve. That means there's only one guy out there that's on a push lap, and that is Brazen. He was the early pole setter. Let's see what he can do. Oh, he ran a bit wide there through turn 3. There's Daniel Mickey going out then on their out laps, getting ready to go for their final pushes of this session. And Brazen Damari is 4 tenths down on his own time, and he's warming his tyres back up. I don't think would have time to get back to the pit, put a new set of softs on and go back out. So he may have to now try and recharge his ERS and go again on the following lap. As we now see pretty much everyone now starting their engines up and leaving the pit lane. Nubis and Mark, Nubis just left, Mark's sitting in the garage. He's not come out just yet, but we've got quite a few guys out on outlaps, pretty much half the field now, getting ready to put their final runs in. I say it takes 1 minute 40 to do a hot lap, so you really want to be leaving the pit now if you want to be getting a final run in this qualifying. Mark's leaving the pit. I'm just looking at the others. Is Jay Hobson going to be leaving? Go Cheetah's not moving. Is this... So Jay Hobson and Go Cheetah, I think their qualifyings are done. They are not leaving the pits by the looks of it. So everyone then getting ready, putting their final attempts in. Mickey's on a hot lap. We've got 2 minutes to go then, so people out on track, this will be their final shot to shoot themselves up the table just a little bit here. There's Mickey absolutely on it here. He's pushing it to the limits that McLaren can handle. He's only a tenth up on his own time though, so he's not going to gain any positions. He will stay 14th unless he can find some more time around this track. Just watching him now through all the castles. Push. Yeah, I guess power a bit late there. I'm looking like I think he's up on his own time now. He should be looking a bit quicker than he did on his previous attempt. We'll keep our eye on him for now. Let's have a look there. Is he up? He is a whole second up, so a much bigger improvement from Mickey through that middle part of the track here. The second wood pushing up to 12th. Has he got anything left in the tank to get him across the line, gain that extra place or two? And McLaren's on its ragged edge, comes to the line. It's only up to 12th. He did improve by a pretty good one there. And it's Johnson. Mickey G is a wolf, but Mickey G is a don, bro. Let's go Cheetah retires from the session. Oh, Daniel's lost his whole front wing into turn 1. That is definitely his qualifying over. Next guy is to cross the line, and the first one's going to be the Alpha Tauri. Where is that guy? No, that's Jay Hobson on an outlap. Just gets across the line in time there to Jay Hobson. Can Brashman beat that time that he set earlier? He does, and Brashman goes on to pole. He goes 2 tenths quicker than Jay Hobson. And Jay Hobson's now going to be in a Ferrari sandwich unless he can find a bit more time here on his final lap. He's only got 1 push lap to do it though. I'm just jumping on with Anubis, and he's going to be the next guy to cross the line and finish qualifying. As it stands, Brashman absolutely nailed his final lap here and got himself on pole. Where's Anubis going to put himself? He improves, but he stays 6th, not pretty much identical time to his teammate. Doesn't get any positions to gain from it though, so we've only got 3 cars to go. Mark is the next guy to cross the line. The other Mercedes, has he improved his time? He does. He improves by 3 tenths, and it boosts him up to P4 on the second row of the grid. Next guy is going to... oh, there's only 1 guy remaining, as we have a car DNF right there, and they are pushing now. Jay Hobson, is he up? He's 1 tenth up here. He needs to find a 10th out of this last section to snatch pole from Brashman. Has he got it in the car? We're right on board with him now. Sees the ERS flickering, taking the shortest route around that corner, trying to save every millisecond that he can. The ERS is just about going to hold up across the line. Oh, that was extremely close. And he's took pole. He did it. He found that extra 10th in the final sector. And Jay Hobson will be starting on pole. And look at the gap. 0.008 between Jay Hobson and Brashman in the Ferrari. Good qualifying from the Ferrari, so they will be starting 2nd and 3rd. But that gap between the top two, I don't think I've seen a gap that close for a while. Absolutely fantastic qualifying from them two guys. So this is your grid. Jacobs on pole. The two Ferraris of Brashman go Cheetah second and third. Mark fourth. Brazen Damari in fifth. Anubis in sixth. Concrete in seventh. Destructive J eighth. DJ Tweaks ninth. Daniel in the other Red Bull in 10th. Marty, Mickey Granger, FCVP, Spanner, Gaz, J Parkin and K's round out the field. What a dramatic end to qualifying that was. So start the formation. Someone's crashed there off the line. Who was that? Someone's right in position. It's an Alpha and Romeo. I think it's Concab. Poor Foss had a really bad start off the line there. Back looking at its formation, I think it caused many damage. So then, let's get this all set up. Let's have a look at the tyre strategies people have gone for then. So half the field have gone for the medium tyres to start with 4 guys going for the softs to start. The Mercedes splitting their strategies by the looks of it. And then we have Destructive J and Daniel who've decided they're going to go long into this race on the hard compound tyre. This is going to be a proper push now. I hope we don't get as many safety cars as we've seen in other nights. You never know though, that's the thing. J Hudson will be warming his tyres up now, getting ready for all that race start. Mickey G's going. Who's 2 cars ahead of him? Unlucky Daniel. I'm saying that now, just to let you know, Mickey G's saying he might not be able to brake and he might hit someone into turn 1 and feel sorry for the guy that's just ahead of him. So everyone warming their tyres up. There's an Alpha on there. Who was that? Slowing the field up quite a bit there. I felt quite split up actually for a formation. As I've just cut my leg open on my table, on my rig. I am now currently bleeding all over the place, so if I pass out during the race, don't be too alarmed. It's because I've lost a lot of blood, and I would be appreciative that you phone an ambulance for me. I should be fine. There's currently bleeding everywhere. I am probably the most clumsiest guy you ever meet. So that was quite a normal formation lap, to be fair. There is one guy that's way behind. That's a Haas. Who is that? That's Jay Parkin. Dropped way back there. He must have had some sort of spin warming his tyres up. So here we go then. The grid is going to line up and we're going to get these 26 laps underway here. Anyone want to take bets on the number of safety cars? I'm going with 3. Let's see. Get some warming his tyres up there. As we come to the line, please be careful into turn 1, guys. Braking points will be completely different. And what is that Who's that in P4? Is that Mark? Mark has had to... You didn't know people go smart. You could have just drove through him there. Mark's now took an angle lining up towards the pit lane. He's going to want to correct that straight off the line. A few guys actually pointing towards the middle of the track here. They're going for the attack. His stance from the outside is probably best in turn one here, as long as you don't get pushed out too wide. And we are go. And Brashman got a fantastic start there. He's going to challenge Jay Hobson into the first corner, but he gets through. We've got a car that's gone off into the runoff. Oh, we've got damage. There's an Alfa Romeo that's lost its front wing. Let's see who that was. That is going to be DJ Twigs. And the other Alfa Romeo has spun as well. Oh, it's not going well. It's not the best of starts for quite a few guys here. And down at the back, Spanner, Destructive J and Kaz all battling away at the back. They've lost loads of time. They're about 10 seconds back here. They've lost quite a bit of time there. They're all going to have to... There's going to be damage all up the field here. I'm just going to quickly scan through, see who's got damage and who hasn't. So top three got away quite cleanly. Top 4, 5, 6 got away. Mark lost a couple of positions on that start. So I'm just scanning through the field now, looking for damage. You've just cut that corner. That has cut that corner majorly there. Oh, someone's lost a wing through the castle section. And we're having quite a few battles here on this opening lap. Jay Parkin is a ghost. He has been left the session. We've already got a 3-second penalty for someone cutting a corner. Quite major cut actually. Both Alfa Romeos have had the start that they would want to forget, and I'm pretty sure both Alfa Romeos have front wing damage, so they're going to be double stacking in the pit. And then you got the back three. Destructive J seems to be alright. What about the Williams? The Spanner, he's lost a bit of his front wing. And Kaz seems alright as well. So back. Oh, what's happened to Go Cheetah? Go Cheetah's in the pit. The Ferrari guy was P3. He's coming to the pit. He's not changing his front wing. Why is Go Cheetah pitted? He didn't have any damage. He just decided to pit for no apparent reason. The Go Cheetah pits from P3. He didn't have any noticeable damage there. I don't know why he's pitted so early. That's going to put him towards the back of the field, and he's going to have to fight his way back through the field here. I don't think that's a very, very, very strange strategy call there. And I'm just watching Daniel now. Daniel doesn't actually have damage, Andrew. Daniel is fine. He's kicking. Let's have a look at positions gained. Who's gained the most positions on this opening lap? So we've got a few movers. Go Cheetah's down 11 places. So there's DJ Twigs. A few gainers there. Martin, Mickey, FCBB and Gaz have all made up some good places there on the opening laps. Jay Hobson leads though. And he has pulled out a 2-second lead already. Brayson's down in P3. He's having to defend from the Mercedes. And Daniel is out. Daniel has DNF'd, and that's going to be, I think that's a virtual, it is a virtual safety car. Daniel and Kays have both retired, now it's a full safety car. And as I say that, Mark's got no front wing as well, so Mark's had some sort of incident around the track. There's just so much going on here, I don't know where to look right now. Brashman pits as well. Brashman pits. So does Anubis. So some weird strategy calls here. You pitting really early there, guys. Remember, you only get one set of the hard and medium tyres. You don't want to burn them, but quite a lot of people have pitted it, so that's going to limit the amount of places they're going to lose. Go Cheetah's pitting again. Oh, now he's having a new front wing. Go Cheetah's into the pit, having a new front wing. It's going to drop him to the back of the field. I think DJ Twigs is definitely going to get past him. Jay Hobson leads. He didn't pit there. Jay Hobson It's like, I don't understand why people are pitting. And has decided to stay out with Braves and Mickey and Destructive J, but pretty much most of the field have pitted, and those strategy calls across the field are looking quite weird. While we were running about 70% of the guys on mediums, that's now dropped to about 30%, with half the field, pretty much a third of the field on hards, third on mediums, third on the softs. Some strange strategy calls going on. So we're going to have 2 laps now behind the safety car once Jay Hobson catches it up. So he's just chill out, have a breather, everyone just have a quick cigarette or a fag or whatever you call his. Mickey Granger's retired. He's P3. Mickey's lost it behind the safety car and he's out of this race. A disaster for the McLaren driver. He was up to P3. He's now out of this race. And that means we're now going to be down to just 14 runners here. So qualifying just seemed a bit useless because the field's all been shaken up completely. Just watching Destructive J, he's got Brashman behind him, and EBC's following as well. We're only on lap 4, we have our first safety car. If you just joined us, Jay Hobson leads. We've had a few strange strategy calls, there's different strategies going on throughout the field. DJ Twigs rejoins. Luckily he hasn't been lapped, so DJ Twigs will be able to catch up to the back of the field on the safety car. They had to wait quite a while for the P2 to catch up there to the safety car. Everyone's quite split across the field here. Listen to that Alpha Tauri engine just ticking over there. Nothing completely old sound of the F1 cars, and all these 60s were the one. Jay Hobson really just on the restart. Brayton will be in second. Destructive J is in third. Crashman down in fourth. Anubis will get back underway as the lead. Mercedes in fifth. Marty in sixth. Spanner seventh. Who's got a time penalty for a corner cut. Well, it's quite an obvious corner cut there, but I think he was trying to avoid a crash. If he didn't do that, I think there was going to be an incident. Gaz is P9. Full fast Peter go cheated in 11th. He's dropped right down the field. He's had to make 2 pits there. I think what happened to him is he pitted to repair his front wing and they didn't repair it and he's had to pit again. So he's down. He's going to be lucky though. There we have got a safety car, give him a chance to reset and get regroup. J Park in P12. Mark's dropped way down to P13. In the second Mercedes at the moment. So he's going to have another recovery drive on his mind. It's quite good at the recovery drives though is Mark, and I'll bet you will see him back up there quite quickly. And DJ Twigs will follow up the field at the back in P14. So on to our first safety car. We have gone a bit longer than what all the other tiers did. And I have been kicked.